Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And the first thing I want to get off my chest is just a bit of a thank you to you guys. You seem to be quite on the ball, a few of you, just checking in with me, making sure everything's okay if I haven't posted any videos or content or other. So it is heavily appreciated. I know I had that wobble a bit, last year where I just didn't feel very motivated or anything like that. Your mental health is important, so it doesn't get overseen. It is appreciated that you guys pop in onto the Discord or through PMs or stuff like that, just checking on how I am. I'm absolutely fine. Just ridiculously busy at the moment. Just trying to. Every time I try and get a new video recorded, just something gets in the way at the moment. But as you'll have read the title, there's a lot of HPA builds coming to the channel as well as GBB stuff. So the long and short of it is I'm going to be building some custom guns for Kenny at Empire Airsoft. Now, if you want cool products that I make, you can get them directly from Kenny if it's not in stock on the website. Go show him some love. He's honestly one of the greatest airsoft shop owners I've come across in a long time. All the stuff is available over there. The grease pens, I think he has the last stock. So if you want a grease pen, go get it there. Oil pens, I think they're on stock on the website, and he's got those too. He'll be restocked with the white adapters very soon because they've just landed. So if you are waiting for one of the white ones for MWS normal magazines, those are in stock on the website right now, and Kenny will have them very soon as well. So we're working on some custom builds for him. Now he sent me a bunch of stuff. I have a TM MP7A1. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. There's a TM Mark 18 MWS, and then there's four or five HPA builds in terms of MTWs. Now I am going to be half-inching one for a personal project, which is what I'm going to talk about today. But there's going to be 4 custom builds that's only going to be available through Kenny at Empire, and I'm going to try and get them done for an event coming up this year where he's going to have them, so you can literally go see him and have a fondle with this nice stuff. So I'll be doing it around the same time as what I'm doing on my own. This is a forged MTW. It's not brand new by any means. It could just be ex-display, I'm not too sure. But you know me, guys, I'll tend to go absolutely ham with these things. There's a couple of things I've got for it. So I'm going to be trying out a lot of the silent industry stuff. It's mad that this little envelope, people go on at me sometimes for the prices I put on my products, but this little envelope here was 135 euros. So I've got big hopes for the performance out of his hop unit, and I've got the nozzle and other bits and pieces. Just making sure I've got everything that I needed. I've got a lovely real steel gridlock handguard from Silent Industries, and I have been after one of these for such a long time now. This one isn't brand new. I've been trying to get one in this length because the build that I have in mind, ignore the red is going to go, to have like an integrally suppressed MTW. So I've got the MTW9, this is going to run off like a normal M4 style, but have an integrally suppressed MTW, almost like a Honey Badger-esque style build. I'll be stripping the red parts off and coating them a different colour. I'll be leaving the rail black, just so all the markings that are still there. Not sure on the colour scheme what I'm going to go for it just yet, but we've got a gridlock handguard, so thanks to Josh at Airsmiths, he actually managed to source this for me. And we've also got, as you'll see, I've fitted on other builds as well, real steel PDW style stocks. Now nothing beats real steel when it comes to this stuff. The fit, the finish, the literally like zero wobble on them. And I've got one of these on my MTW9. I'm going to be fitting it on this as well because we don't need large battery storage space, and I want to be able to really close this thing down, say I'm getting in and out of vehicles, have it really nimble and agile. So that's going to help with that. Now the other projects that we're going to be working on, and again, don't head down the comments asking me to purchase any of this. It's literally, I'm not selling it. So if you want more information, go register your interest with Kenny at Empire. Now there is another forged, which is, it has been camoed. In fact, instead of just talking to you about it, I'm going to go fetch the box and I'm going to show you what we're working with. So let's get this out the way. So I'll be doing a full set of videos on all these guns, but the first one that I'm going to show you is another MTW. This is a billet. Not sure on the terms of the model. Is it on the box? This is a billet series tactical, the shorter barrel length, as you'll see. And this looks pretty much brand new. All I've done is, for the meantime, is I've took the orange flash hider off. But this gun is the first one that I'll be sort of starting on, because, and the only reason for that is because I kind of have an idea of the direction it's going to go in. So let me just pop the upper and lower receiver together here. If I can get it on. There we go. These guns are really easy to work on. So here we have an MTW billet. Now, I think I'm going to go similar on this one. I'm going to get another real steel PDW stock, fit it on the back there, collapse it down. I do kind of like this rail. Wolverine have done a really nice job with this. And then probably have a suppressor on the end. And what we're going to do with this is turn it into sort of like an urban defender sort of stealth, like PDW. That was the idea that I pitched to Kenny, and we'll probably go, I'm thinking like a dark grey or something. Maybe we'll do some laser etching and really sort of style it up. But the beauty about all these guns that I'm going to show you is you guys actually get a little bit of say on the direction that these go. I'm not a massive fan of these flat style triggers on the MTWs. I much prefer the curved normal style on the forged. So we've got a little sort of CQBR length style MTW billet. So I'm interested to get started. On that. Excited as well. So we'll just pull this apart here. These guns are they're so easy to work on. They're going to require very minimalist parts. A lot of it's going to be stylized parts. You know, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the internals yet. I'm going to leave that up to Kenny to decide whether he wants to go balls to the wall, make these things as good as they possibly can, or sort of limit a little bit in budget. But I'm thinking like a dark grey, maybe a Magpul Stealth grey, or like a deep, like cobalt style colour. And again, just turn it into like a small PTW, have it suppressed on the end so it's, you know, you haven't got a loud report there when the air leaves the barrel. And it's going to be nice and nimble. And we're going to do some custom exclusive laser etching that I'll only be doing on each rifle, so they will all be unique. So that's the first one. The second one, I'm not sure on the history of this rifle, but this is another forged. It has been camoed. I know Kenny did say he wasn't having a good time with the MTWs that he'd stocked. Got the flash hider in here. So it's had some paint. That's not a problem. Something we can remove. Maybe with this one, we keep it more carbine length. Just fill this back in here so it doesn't get snagged. So perhaps keep the stock tube, remove the stock, put something a little bit more fancy on, I think. I'm not a massive fan of these Wolverine style stocks. They're just, even though they've got these tabs that sort of press on the buffer tube, they're still really wobbly. So maybe with this one we can go like, I don't know, Magpul stock, Magpul grip. It's got the curved trigger, which is nice. Not sure on the difference of the boards. I'm sure many of you out there will know more than I do. And basically with this one, I think keep the barrel length, maybe change the rail. I do have a couple of rail options here and there spare. Maybe we could turn it into some kind of DMR. I have a really nice long Mark 18 rail somewhere, like a 12-inch, so we could extend the barrel a little bit. And this, so where we've done like a CQB like stealth PDW on the billet, this one could be like a marksman, semi-auto only, a little bit more power, built for longer engagements. So that will be interesting as well. I'm thinking on the colour, maybe we go fancy like a metallic colour, or maybe we go like a Magpul OD green, something like that. So again, put your suggestions in the comments below. I will read them, and it will influence the product in a certain way if your comment is picked. The next one is an MTW9. Just stop this from falling out here. So very similar to the one that I built mine on. So, you know, it's looking pretty much brand new in the box. There's a couple of little marks here and there, probably from storage. I don't think this has been used at all. It does look pretty pristine, just handling marks. So that is another cool one. We've got everything we need here. There's like a dimpy flash hider. Perhaps we'll shove a suppressor on this one as well too, because, you know, suppressors on HPA work extremely well. I'm not sure what this is here. Some kind of little stopper. They run on Evo mags, the ASG ones. PTS have released the EPM 9s, which I'm interested to have a look at for mine as well. And so that's an MTW 9 we could work on. Again, it all depends on budget, whether we want to keep this really exclusive and custom, but not go silly with it where the price just goes through the roof. So we have an MTW 9 there. And finally, for the MTWs, we have another one here. Just doesn't have the flash hider on it just yet. There's a spare mag release there. So I'm guessing there's some kind of issue with the mag release. So that should be pretty easy to fix. This one has the normal sort of M4 style stock here. So we've got plenty to work with. That one's going to require minimal parts. I imagine the pins walked out or something at some point. We will need a mag for this one. But perhaps we make one of these super short. I've got a really short front end, like a real front end, which is like a circular front end, which would be perfect for like an SD build, which we might do on one of these. So loads of ideas. This is all, of course, the HPA rifles I have been sent. I don't know how quickly these are going to be done, so don't plan on them all being available right now. It's not going to be the case. But what I want to get across to you guys is all of these rifles that I'm going to be building for him are going to be available, so you'll be able to purchase them if you want to. Now, I'm sure many of you are aware that I've built really nice custom rifles over the years, and some of you recently, as I moved on a lot of my AEGs, managed to get those. So one lucky viewer not only managed to get my KWA Mod 1, the QRF, which was like a futuristic MP5 build. Not only did he manage to get that, but if you guys remember the Laserlight AR308, he also purchased that as well because he was really interested. So he's got two unique rifles that he's like one of one. There's not another one out there like it. And I want to kind of do the same thing with these. The more intricate and unique they get, the longer they're obviously going to take to complete. I imagine do all the hard work, as in get the accessories sorted, the front ends. If we do laser work, get all that done. And then maybe one weekend I'll just smash out a load of Cerakote work and we'll do all the colours. So yeah, exciting stuff, but not only exciting stuff that you get to watch, because a lot of the cool rifles that you see on this channel aren't stuff that I do for people. It's stuff that I build myself. Like a perfect example is the Toxicant GBBRs. I mean, so many people have PM'd me wanting to purchase this, but it's literally, this is a personal build of mine. I love Airsoft. I've got a massive obsession with it, and this was straight for my collection. So thank you for watching as always. You can influence the direction that these go. Again, I've got a Marui MWS to do as well, and a Tokyo Marui MP7. Probably not as much we can do with the MP7 just because of the way they are, but nonetheless, it will come pre-done with the mag, you know, pre-modded for more gas. Perhaps I'll put a nice inner barrel and hot rubber in there and just put some accessories on it to make it look super cool. So thanks for tuning into this video. I know it's a bit of a weird, I just wanted to update you all that there's nothing wrong with me apart from being overworked and underpaid. But super cool stuff coming, super cool stuff that you can get your hands on, and super cool stuff that you can influence. So get down in the comment section right now. There's 4 MTW builds. So you've got the CQBR M4, you've got the sort of camoed up M4, and then you've got 2 MTW 9s. And I want to know what you guys think we should do with it. Should I go balls to the wall with one of them and do like a laser light type thing where we completely laser deep etched the receiver and turned it into something that deserved to be in a museum as far as I'm concerned? Or do we just get them up and running, get them performing super, you know, as accurate and as good as possible? I mean, as well as, you know, you're going to be able to follow the build on the one that I'm going to do for myself at the same time. So I've been after a forge for a while. Kenny sent me 5 rifles. I asked if he'd part one with one, not for free, obviously, but he said yes. Take your pick, and then we'll build the rest out. So it's going to be on a forged. I'm going to chuck a load of real steel bits at it, which I've got already. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We're also going to be experimenting with the Silent Industries hop and parts to see how good those are, and we're going to make this thing as quiet as we can get it, as accurate as we can get it, and just as cool as fuck as we can get it. So thanks for tuning in, and as always, from me and Bench, we'll see you in the next one.